zu.
Yoga!
It's good to see that the locals have taken a liking for the car. Hey guys, and welcome back to another video. If you haven't watched the last video, go watch it now because you're missing out on something pretty big. I bought a new car. Well, it's not new, it's 25 years old. This is it. This is the Corrado VR6 and I'm in love with it, honestly. I haven't even owned it for a week yet. It's the best handling car I've had and it's the most fun car I've had as well. Yeah, I highly suggest that you go watch the previous video because I do a little run around with the car. I show you the car, show you why I like it so much. Like I also said in my previous video, this car has got a lot of history with it. I haven't been through all the history. I'll be honest, I started reading through everything and then realized this would probably make a good video if I have my reactions to it. So I stopped myself for this video. Yeah, so I don't know exactly what's been going on behind the scenes in the last 25 years of this car's life, but I know it's had some pretty big stuff done to it and I'm not sure how much of that has proof. So first of all, let me just get this car out of the shed. Let me get the shed out of the shed. No, this car is not a shed, this car is my baby. Yeah, let me just drive it out and I'll show you quickly around it and the little things that I know have been done. This is gonna be the first start up in a few days, so this is gonna be the real test. Is it gonna be dead on me? Who knows? I don't really know where to begin. Let's start with the main big one. That is my main concern. And this is what I'm going to be looking for when searching through the documents and stuff. So let's just have a quick look around the side of the car, all around the outside. Everything kind of looks good, right? You know, like you got to check the arches for any rust and everything. All that good stuff. I think it's just dirty underneath that at the moment. Under here, not too bad. Not too bad. A little bit here, but it just kind of looks like surface rust. On the fenders, oh, little bubbles there. But I'll tell you what my main concern is. When we get around this side of the car, and you see that. Now why that worries me so much is because on the previous MOT, which was last September, it first failed on, I'll get it up on the screen and you can view it here, but it failed on something like there's a hole in the floor. The guy I bought it from had only owned it for 3 or 4 months and he's moving out of his house and he has nowhere to store it, so he has to sell it. And he said that the previous owner cut it out and welded or, you know, done proper repairs to get it fixed. I don't really know what a proper repair would look like. Starting here, that kind of looks like just a cover up. And that becomes more of a concern when you look under the car. I have no idea what the bottom of a Corrado should look like. Obviously the seal where you would jack it up from is completely bent inwards all along there. But it doesn't look bad. There's nothing to suggest. Well, that's the thing, I don't really know what I should be looking for, if I'm honest. I don't know how far down, you know, it looks like a really weird body shape. And look how low down the cat sits as well. But yeah, I'm not too sure what I should be looking for. To me, this, I don't know, because you know, you can still see bits like that. I don't know how much of this you can see, but I would really like to know your guys' opinions on it. If there's any bodywork guys here who know what they're looking at. Does that look like a cover-up or does it look like a proper job? Because I think that looks like a bit of a cover-up, but as long as that works, would that stop any future rusting on this side of the car? Let me know. Quick problems from inside the car. Fans only work on 4. The fuel gauge is fucking mad. I have no idea how much fuel I've got because if I turn the ignition on, when it slowly fucking gets there, slowly. Oh, we're moving, boys. We're going a bit quicker. So that likes to play around. It doesn't show me. It changes when I drive, fast or slower. It goes up and down. Thankfully, all of the gears and everything are super smooth. Like, you cannot hear any clunking. Everything else about the car is really nice. I don't really know what else to say. It's just good condition, I suppose. But then again, I have nothing to compare it to. I've never been in one before. I've never driven one. I've only seen them from the outside, from far away. I think it's now time we go and have a look at the history and both the folders that I've got, because there's 2 folders full of shit. Find out what's been done to this car. Oh, it's getting hot out there, so I'm going to continue the rest of this video inside. Let me just lower the camera a little bit. Okay, and hopefully that should just be about perfect. Cool. Down here, I've got everything that came with the car, which is a massive change because previously every car I've owned has been like one A4 folder with about 5 sheets in. So, starting it off with the original owner's handbook. We've got 2 keys here and the one that I was using, so 3 keys altogether, which is a massive deal because most cars these days come with 1 key because people somehow lose them. I think this is just like the original piece of paper to say, yeah, well, you've bought the car, because it's dated 2nd of January 1995. You know, it is interesting because this is all like introduction manual to the Corrado. Cool. I'm gonna probably not ever read these instruction manual. Oh cool, it gives you instructions on how to yeet your baby out the window. Fuel gauge, so we see if there's anything on here about it going wonky. No, obviously there's not going to be, right. We can put that to the side and never touch it again. This black one with the writing VR6 on the side of it, I believe is the mainly MOT and service stuff. It's got the most recent MOT certificate on the front. I feel like I'm doing show and tell in school. Here's the MOT stuff. Wow. Earlier this year, oil filter, new oil. This is the stuff that I've seen. So it's just, you know, like, it's good to know stuff really. This is all from the most recent stuff. Oil filter, air filter, oil, hydraulic fluid. Is that brake fluid probably? Antifreeze, wheel bearing recently got done. Bonnet release cable recently has been done. Water pump flange, O-ring seal. Water pipe, thermostat seal, wheel bearing again, and scuttle tray. If you want to go and take a break and go get a cup of tea, I suggest now because we're probably going to be here a while. I don't have a cup of tea because it's kind of hot, but I've got my Volvic Summer Fruits sugar-free water. Moving on, we've got 2 receipts. One from Halfords. Is there a date on it? From 2014, and he bought receipt for the radio, which, if you want to know, is a Pioneer DEH X6600 DAB, and the owner from 2014 got Halfords to fit it. For some reason, there's just a... Actually, wait, let me get this out. I don't think I've seen this. Right, so when the mileage... Okay, this was in September. Oh, right. So this is actually what I was looking for. Didn't expect it to be handwritten on here, so I don't think this is, you know, a proper body shop job. Let me just quickly read it out. Repair near side sill, floor sections, front and rear weld in, new panels, prepare and paint as agreed. MOT, all inclusive costs, MOT, paint and materials, came to £480. That's the one I was looking for. And that was done in September last year. A good thing, I suppose, but it's not an invoice that I can actually follow up. It just says it's from John to Freddie. It's all handwritten. So I still feel like I can't take that as a definite answer that it's been properly done. Maybe I can. There was a couple 100 miles added to the car when the MOT originally failed and then when the MOT passed. So maybe it took a couple 100 miles and quite a while to get it done, which is also a good sign. It's not just been rushed. I'm going to take that with a pinch of salt. And yeah, the rest of this one is just pretty much service history, bits and bobs, and also the original invoice of the car in all of its finest receipts. Are you ready for the grand total of this car in 1995? Actually, let me read you out the extras as well, because it wasn't just standard. Right-hand drive, catalytic, aqua blue pearl. Factory fitted extras was metallic paint, Euro lights fitted, radio cassette, front rubber mats, which are no longer in the car. A towed security system on it with all the paperwork there. And yeah, that's that one. It's got random shit at the back as well. I don't know. That's the boring one. This is the exciting one that I'm happy to see. So straight away we got loads of receipts dating back from 2003, very faded. I'm not even going to try and read that out. That can't be right. They've got the mileage in 2002 to be 86,000 miles. So it did 86,000 miles in 7 years. Okay Google, what is 86,000 divided by 7?
The answer is approximately 12,285.714286.
12,000 miles a year. That's quite a lot. I promise you this does get more exciting at the end. So for the first 20 years almost of its life, it got serviced and everything at the same Volkswagen, which is good. And I know I'm rushing through this first bit, but they're thick folders full of stuff from the same place. Like 2 thick folders of them from 20 years. Alright, and now we've got battery, another battery, 2010, fucking hell man. Goes through a lot of batteries, so that's something I'm probably going to have to be prepared for. Okay, here we go. The stuff you have all been waiting for. And you know it's interesting when it says that. So for those who don't know, stealth racing is like the go-to place for VR6 engines and Corrados, and I'm pretty sure just older Volkswagens in general. They do a lot of chain work, they do a lot of turbo kits, everything like that. They are literally the #1 place in England to go. So let's have a little rummage. First thing, oh look, a new battery. And on the back of that, another battery. Unless this guy just did it as like a just in case. Why has he's got like 6 or 7 batteries in the space of 5 years. Right, anyway, here we go, right, #1. So, let me just quickly get this in order. In 2014, oh, this one wasn't actually at Stealth Racing. In 2014, this was done at DPH Services at the mileage of 115,000 miles. So that was 45,000 miles ago. It's had the following work done. Chain 1, chain 2, tensioner 1, tensioner 2, guide, tensioner bolt, clutch cover, clutch plate, release bearing, shock absorbers, top mounts, thermostats, housing, gaskets. So basically, the chains have been done at 150,000 miles, and that came to a grand total of 1,455. In 2006, at Stealth Racing, reconditioning of the cylinder heads, 12 cam followers, set head bolts, head gasket set, and a surcharge. But then the next year, at the mileage of 136,000, this was in 2007, so you can see like where the mileage came from like the first 10 years of its ownership, and it hasn't really driven anywhere since. But yeah, about 30,000 miles ago, it had a gearbox overhaul done, clutch kit, Vibrotechnics front engine mount, front lower ball joints, and a 4-wheel alignment, which came to £1,167. You know, that's why I bought the car, really, because it's had the big work done, and that's probably going to have to be done whenever the car sees 200,000 miles, which isn't going to be for a long time. And then the most, again, recent stuff from very local to me in Guildford, again, is just more service stuff from, yeah, dating back from the same owner. Oh, more stealth receipts. Oil cooler pipes. I've just found something that I did not know it had. It's had a remap. Has it got a dyno sheet in here or something? Holy shit, man. That's why it feels so quick. The car has had a remap. That was not a fake reaction. That was my genuine reaction from 2008. It had a custom ECU remap, set oil cooler pipes, and it came to £500. This guy loved this car. Sorry about that, my camera died at like the biggest cliffhanger moment ever. Yeah, wow, I genuinely didn't know that. It's had a remap. Clearly this Ross guy loved this car. He's put so much money into it. It's like every year, starting from, when was the first receipt? So starting from 2004, which is when he got the chains done, and then 2006 he got the cylinder, head gasket and cams redone. Then in 2007 he got the gearbox done, clutch kit and engine mounts, and then in 2008 he got it remapped. And that is the receipt for that one. That's blown my mind. I have no idea how much power my car is running. So I'm gonna have to get it dynoed. Wow, that's giving us like a target, like a proper thing to find out, is how much power it's running, because it's quick. Like, it's not got a turbo, or it's not got a forced induction. It's still naturally aspirated. So it's not going to be stupid power, but is it going to break the 200 horsepower mile? The cams that he got in it could be uprated cams. The car's quick, man. I haven't shown it yet, but it's quick. I thought this feels really powerful for 190 brake. I think it's quicker than my Golf honestly, it feels a lot quicker than my Golf. It gets up to 100 miles an hour, 70 miles an hour, with no effort at all. I haven't pushed it any more than that. I want to get it dynoed, and I don't know. Because the Golf had more peak power and more peak torque, but it died off quick. The Golf was like, bam, instant power, and this car, it feels standard, but it's quick. It like smoothly builds up the power slowly. I don't know, I'm gonna have to get it dynoed and probably take it back to Santa Pod to see if I can beat the target of the Golf, which I think was something like 15.8 seconds, something around that, but it would be crazy if... I just want to get it dynoed. Cool, so quickly going through the rest of the receipts. It's, you know, recent stuff, spark plugs and all that. Oh no, wait, what? Fucking hell, mate, there's more. I'm scared of finding a dyno sheet in here. I really don't want to find one. I want that to be the goal. Find out how much power it's running. It's had again in 2006, well probably that's the same stuff. Brake pads and shit. 2004, gearbox, timing chain covers and chest, drain cooling system, inlet manifold. Well, there's still more to go through, but that's the main stuff I wanted to find out. I'm gonna go through it now quickly, and if I find anything more interesting, I'll say now. Okay, I have found a few more receipts from Stealth, which this is crazy. So the first one from 2005, yeah, before the remap. It had a BMC CDA air filter, which is actually the air filter I'm looking for right now. So whoever took it off, I have no idea why. So if anyone's got one of them air filters, let me know. And then after that, hoses, I think brake hoses, brake pads, carried out in 2006. Then in 2007, full service, gearbox mounts, spark plugs, all that. Then in 2007, it had an oil cooler kit. I mean, I don't really know the tuning side of VR6 engines, but don't you need that if it's had a turbo? Maybe this car was turboed and it's been put back to standard. I genuinely don't know. And then in 2009, it's had another big one, oil pump, which is good. Oil pump's very good, that's been done. Oh, that's recent, that's like probably around 140,000 miles. Oil pump, sump gasket, cam cover gasket, and rolling road tune. A custom ECU remap, and then a rolling road tune. Which one came first? Alright, so I had a custom ECU remap first, and then a year later I had a rolling road tune. Mate, this is nuts, honestly. The amount of history with this car. I'm actually blown away. This is honestly a lot of work at Stealth I never expected. So how do I feel about it? I'm surprised, but at the same time, I'm happy it was all done at Stealth. All of this big stuff was done at Stealth, and I've now got a folder full of Stealth receipts. Ross, if you're watching this, somehow magically watching this, please get in touch with me. Let me know everything that was obviously gone on. Obviously I've got the receipts for it, but I want to know exactly what went on. It would just be cool to know, find out, you know, oh, I had a ECU remap, but then I put it back to standard when I sold it. I want to know the actual proper side of it, rather than just receipts. But mate, that's mad. Thank you guys so much for watching. I did not expect to find that at all. Yeah, so next goal, I need to find somewhere to get a rolling road dyno done to see what power it's putting out, because I don't know if it's been put back to standard. I know it did have a airbox on it and now it doesn't. Did have an aftermarket airbox on it and now it doesn't. I don't know where the car's at, but you can tell it's been loved, it's been looked after. So thank you guys for watching. Please leave a like if you enjoyed the video. Follow me on Facebook and Twitter and Instagram. Thanks for watching, guys. Let me know what you want to see next on the car, apart from the dyno. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video.